Yes. I hate this gut feeling, or intuition, as they call it. Why should I trust my guts, my stomach, not my brain? I'm a really rational person, and I want answers when I ask questions. So, you will be surprised, but I do still follow my intuition. Because I have these diamonds, as you can see. Because they remind me of a story when I paid really, I think, high price for not listening to my gut feeling. It was in May 2013. Three of us, friends and I, rented a car and we went all over Serbia and Montenegro. Peaceful Belgrade with its green parks, deep blue waters of Danube or Dunaj. We even saw white snow peaks of Kapaonik National Park, and then warm beaches of Adriatic Sea. And meanwhile, two more friends were planning to meet us in a week, and one of them offered to meet in Sarajevo, right here, the capital of Bosnia, where Franz Ferdinand was assassinated in 1914 and the First World War started. Well, no one else was that excited about going to Sarajevo. So I was really strongly opposed to this idea because I had this gut feeling. But I didn't listen to it and we agreed to go there. So, crossing this Bosnian border, our adventures started. Because next morning, in a small town, Mostar, I woke up to find out that I suffered food poisoning. I had high temperature and so on, and I was the only driver in our car. Oh, cool! Of course, we called our friends in Belgrade, but they already got on the bus to Sarajevo, so there was no way out. The route was just only 150 kilometers long, but it went in mountains, alongside the river, with lots of turns, luckily not that many cars. And thanks God, we arrived at Sarajevo. My gut feeling was right. The place was a dump. There was nothing to see, nothing to do in this old, dirty, shabby city, or at least it looked to me at that moment like that. And next morning, I was a bit released when we met our friends and they told us, well, yeah, we shouldn't have come here. Let's leave today, not tomorrow. And I was, yeah, I told you. Not that way, but I told you. Okay. But before leaving this rotten place, we decided to have lunch on a hillside. You know, Sarajevo is located on a hillside and the roads go like this. And we had manual transmission, so +1 to my level of anxiety and stress. But there we decided to go by foot. So we climbed to this restaurant to see, well, maybe nice panorama of Sarajevo. We could even see here our car parked outside the hostel. And when we got back to the car, we found out that someone broke our back window and stole all of our stuff. For me, it was like nothing. Police, well, they came very quickly. They asked what happened, what has been stolen in Bosnian. And we answered, my friends answered in English or Russian, nothing worked. And at that moment, I somehow came forward and said, 3 torby, or 3 bags. I still have no idea where my mind found these words. But policemen understood me. And they searched the area, found a bag, unfortunately not ours. And then I, as a driver, had to spend the whole day, and even next morning, in the police office, doing some paperwork. And of course, nobody found our stuff. At that moment, I was devastated. I felt nothing but pain. I wanted nothing but rest, and I could think of nothing but leaving this God-forgotten place. Yet, as soon as we left Bosnia and crossed Serbian border, everything went almost perfect. And yes, we safely reached Belgrade. We had our car repaired. I even felt better. I could eat for the first time in 4 days. I was really happy at that moment. Then, here is how our car looked like. Here is crossing the border, and now we left Serbia. I had no luggage at all, just what was on me and some stuff I bought in the shop. And it was really convenient not to take your stuff back after getting to Sheremetyevo. So I got home, everything went well, and next morning I had to call the ambulance and go to the hospital for 2 weeks. And I do still these pieces of broken glass that somehow got in my stuff and I brought back to Moscow. To remind me of this story, why I do still trust, I have to trust my gut feeling, because it somehow knows more than I do. And, well, all I have to do is just separate intuition from fear. I ask myself a question, am I going to face something I'm afraid of? If so, it's probably fear. But if I cannot find the reasonable answer, the reason for this feeling, it's intuition for sure. And I know now that I better follow this gut feeling anyway. Thank you very much.